An actual thing that like Destiny has been, or he has a theory that Tristan Tate was an actual human trafficker. There's like this YouTube video that Tristan Tate did a while back where like it was teaching people or like teaching guys basically how to get women, right? It goes into so much detail to the point where Destiny was like, okay, this guy definitely knows a little too much about how to pick up chicks. So then the likelihood of him human trafficking is also probably very high. So you know what? Let's go do some research. Okay, look, it's Tristan Tate God Mode How to Meet Women Part 1. And this thing is going crazy because of Destiny right now, okay?
It's crazy how this was 3 years ago too. We gotta learn, boys.
Everybody who has ever met me, who has ever visited me, certainly in the last 5 or 6 years, has commented on how many beautiful girls I have.
I feel like a big factor of like why he gets beautiful women though is probably because he's like a good-looking tall guy. Like that's there's definitely points there, you know.
Yep. And he has money, and he knows how to talk to women.
He has money. Like
no competition at all for him.
Like for him, he's like already the top like 1%.
He's a top G basically.
So before we get into the course material, let me tell you my credentials. I used to run one of Europe's largest webcam studios. I had 75 women employed by me, working for me, and following every single order I gave them. Okay. But right now, I no longer have my webcam studio. I just have a few models who work for me, but I have a few girlfriends. This is...
Wait, so when you say models, like he runs like a camera studio, is that like OnlyFans type stuff, or like what type are we talking about?
Probably like one of those cam sites, you know, like
okay, so like live cam stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, where they're showing like fan service. Oh, okay.
Okay,
that makes sense.
This is the next.
Yeah.
He said this is
you
one
get the
of them.
picture. Number 3.
Okay.
All of these women are loyal to me
Tristan, I see
and
what
exclusive
you're doing,
to me. Number 4.
Everybody take notes.
5. I have 6 girlfriends.
No
6.
7?
Now, I'm not talking about girls I sleep with sometimes. I'm not talking about girls who will come to see me when I'm drunk or when I'm bored. I'm talking 6 relationships. Women who love me, women who want families with me, women who are not going to leave me, women who are loyal to me. I'm not even going to waste your time by naming how many side chicks I have. Come and hang out with me for a week or so. I don't know if you're in the war room or not, if I know you personally or not, but if you hang out with me, you will see my life is crazy. Now,
he's putting a really good sell on it right now because he already showed us like a bunch of hot girls. And it's already like pulling us in towards because like, okay, this guy,
like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's trying to prove that he has the what do you call it?
He had the strategy down. The formula.
He has the proof basically. Say.
And he's selling it as like crazy. You know, his life is crazy.
We're gonna break down his sales strategy over actually trying to indulge in brain rotting women.
I do it.
Let's go.
My credentials are beyond doubt.
This is where he shows his credentials. He's trying to show you his hand so you believe everything.
Yep. And
but there's methodology to my madness. And that's why you bought this course. Let me explain something to you.
Actually,
there's no trick. There's no life hack. There's no being in a position where all the women you meet or come into contact with want to have sex with you. That doesn't exist for any man on the planet besides Brad Pitt and a few others. If you want to be an elite level player, an elite level playboy like me, you have to work at it. This is why I explain to everybody. Why is Floyd Mayweather the best boxer in the world? Why is Roger Federer the best tennis player in the world? Because they train and work and perfect their skills, and that's why they are the best in their field. I am exactly the same.
He's trying to say he's the best.
He's the best playboy. He's the best
in his field at picking up women. Damn.
Hey, that's the flex.
That's lucky baller.
I'm not some guy who women just all want and they chase me and message me on Instagram and want to come over to my house. No, I make a conscious effort every single day. I wake up, I plan, I make my moves like I'm on a chessboard, and I keep not only my 6 relationships going, but I have plenty of time to meet new women. So that brings me to module 1 in this course. We're going to talk about meeting women and dating.
I like that. I like how it's already starting off. Like it's really good.
He spent his day meeting new women.
So he understands how difficult it is to not only be the best and what it takes to be the best, but he's about to break it down step by step how to be the best.
Exactly.
That's baller.
He's giving us a step-by-step play right here.
That's pimp.
Now, guys, what I'm not going to go into in this course is how to dress, how to behave generally. You know the answer to the question. How to dress, I don't know. What's your style? Are you a rugged guy with a lumberjack t-shirt and a big beard? Good, look that way. Are you a black guy with dreadlocks? Good, look that way. I can't tell you how to dress, how to style yourself, or how to act and behave. That's all individual to you. So you be yourself and play the game the best way that you can and you know how to. How to behave, don't be a woman hater. Don't be sour, don't be bitter, don't be unpleasant. Don't be rude. These are very basic things, and I'm not...
Be nonchalant is what he's saying?
Don't be unpleasant. That's a huge one right there. A lot of people, like, they love being fucking unpleasant.
But what do you mean by unpleasant? Can you
like just annoying. Like some people just like love being annoying, love being rude. love being whatever. You know, like just be a
Mm.
normal freaking person. It's not that hard.
So they're toxic for no reason.
You could be toxic, but like don't do it in a
Like-
dickhead way.
Yeah, like a flirty toxic.
Yeah, like a flirty
Mm.
toxic you can do, but in a dickhead way, no one's gonna like you.
even going
Right,
to
right.
bother covering these. If you can't get a single girl to talk to you, this is probably the wrong course for you. I'm teaching you how to up your game from a guy with 1 or 2 girlfriends to 5 or 6 like me, and a harem of side chicks. A question I'm asked a lot
harem.
is how do you meet women? So before we get into the digital side of things, we're going to talk about
Okay.
how to meet women in the real world. Now, the best way to meet women in the real world is not what a lot of people on the internet will tell you. Approaches. Now, the guys who do approaches, number their approaches, they count their statistics. Oh, I had sex with 10% of them, I did 100 approaches today. Are you a nerd? Are you a geek? What kind of person are you? Where you have all day to walk around trying to talk to women on the off chance that one might have sex with you. Approaches my way is completely different, you see. I don't march around trying to get women to have sex with me by talking to them. I have built a lifestyle. I have built a life which puts me in contact with beautiful women. I'm around them. I'm in the best clubs. I'm in the best restaurants. I'm in the best bars. I'm in the best spots in the world. I'm flying all over the place. The highest level women in the world are not in your local mall, gentlemen. They're in some bar in Cannes or Monte Carlo, and if you're not there, you're not going to get them.
So pretty much he has a whole system built out for him, where like all I had to do is just meet up with the girl because like everything is handled behind the scene. Whoever like some guy is talking to her for him, and then they set up a date and he just shows up to it. Right? That's what I'm hearing.
No. It's more of like he built his lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
to where it's easy for him to meet a girl. So for example, it's like building the garden so you attract the butterflies instead
Ah.
of chasing butterflies
Right.
the whole time. So he's basically saying you gotta build
Mm-hmm.
your environment out first
Okay.
for the butterflies to come, and then eventually it's
Mm.
much easier to get like the most beautiful butterfly because you built the best fucking garden, or
Right.
you're in the best fucking gardens.
Mhm.
You know,
So you gotta spend
or
most.
you have access to the best fucking gardens.
So you gotta spend the first few years to max out that garden
Yeah.
before you can go.
You're
girl
not
hunting?
going to get them. So the key to approaches is to keep your number of approaches very, very low. Aim like a sniper, not a flamethrower. If you see a beautiful
Aim like a
girl, you're in a
sniper.
high-end spot, you want to add her to your harem, you want to add her to your collection, even if you're in your local bar. She can be a beautiful barmaid. You make your one approach, you try to get her contact details, and you then work on that lead. Mass approaching every woman who you could talk to is the enemy of an elite playboy like myself because you need the hours of the day. You need your hours in the day to work, to do business, to do other things that are important that add to the lifestyle that attracts beautiful women. You can't afford
Yeah, exactly. He's talking about the lifestyle. You need time to build that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You can't just like
You can't just go.
yeah,
you
you
know?
can't just be focused 24/7 all
On the
of your
girls.
attention on women, okay? You need to actually have a lifestyle that the women are attracted to.
That way you can
To
hold them
waste
in
all
after
your
you catch
day.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
walking around, walking up to girls, asking for their Facebooks, asking for their Instagrams, asking for their numbers. It's pathetic. You need to make your approaches when it's approaching time. You're out with your friends, you're at a nice restaurant, you see a group of girls, you're out at a nice bar, you see a girl by the bar, she catches your eye. Then you go over and you make your approach. I make no more than 2 or 3 approaches a week, if that, and I'm a very social guy. And I get more women than all the people you see on the internet, every single one of them. So meeting women in the real world is very possible and relatively easy. Be confident. I'm not going to teach you how to approach women because every guy has their own methodology. I'll usually walk up and I'll start with a compliment. I'll open with something as cheap.
Everything he's saying so far is pretty basic knowledge. Like if you can't understand like what he's trying to say right now, it's pretty you're kind of behind, okay?
Yeah.
But all he's saying right now is build out your lifestyle, and it's much easier for you to attract butterflies, women into your lifestyle. That's about
Easy
it.
Yeah.
as you're really pretty or you're beautiful. Because if she says, oh, thank you, then she's interested. If she looks at you funny or says, I have a boyfriend or says anything negative, you say, okay, no problem. I just want to say you're beautiful. Have a nice day. Goodbye. And you leave them. Whereas any kind of positive response to the compliment, you have your foot in the door and you can make your close in. You can get the telephone details, the WhatsApp number, which you then later work on. So speaking of WhatsApp, we're going to go into the online dating game. Now, let me tell you, the world has changed. The world has shifted from many years ago when all playboys made their approaches person to person. There was no other way of doing it. The internet didn't exist. Instagram didn't exist. And the best dating app that exists right now is Instagram. Match.com, Tinder. This is where the
Max out your Instagram, boys. Max out your Instagram.
ugly girls hang out. Girls
Love their Instagram. Girls love the Instagram. That and Snapchat.
So you're
Can't
saying
get
that
a
for Instagram we should be taking pictures of our lives, right?
Yeah,
That-
I even see DMs like in my DMs, like there's like people saying like you should post more pictures of yourself, whatever. And I already know what they mean by that, you know, because they just want to see more pictures of
Of
the
who you
guy's
are?
lifestyle, who you are,
Ah.
stuff like that. So then they can like dick ride you if you know, it's just like they want to see more out of you. But then if you don't show them, then they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if this is the right guy for
Yeah.
me, you know? But then that's their way of trying to like see.
Of getting to know you.
Yeah, getting to
basically.
know you.
Okay. So you gotta make it a parasocial in a way.
Yeah, you kind of gotta make that lifestyle, but on Instagram
On
because they
Instagram,
love
yeah.
that Instagram.
friend, they might download Tinder. A hot girl might download Tinder and mess around with it for 5 minutes.
They're buying into your lifestyle. That's why Instagram's so important because they want to
Right.
buy into your lifestyle. They're flirting for you because they want to flirt with what they want to flirt with you, but first they have to make sure your lifestyle fits
yeah.
what they want. You know, so set up your Instagram.
But
Start taking that
dating
pictures.
apps are nowhere near as powerful as Instagram. Everyone who's anyone, every attractive girl in the world is on Instagram. And every guy who's an elite level guy, every guy with some clout, some presence, some money, some talent, some skill, something to offer is on Instagram too. Instagram is the most powerful dating app in the world.
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever had a...
It's not a dating app. It's a social media app, but it's turned into a dating
It's
app because so
basically,
many
yeah.
women are on there.
Mm-hmm.
Over Bumble, over Facebook, over Hinge, all
Tinder,
of that.
everything.
Women are on Instagram.
girlfriend, what you should do next time you do is get access to her Instagram inbox. I have Instagram inbox passwords to all of my girlfriends, all 6 of them. So I can see the messages they get every single day. 20 or 30 people are messaging them. Hi, babe. Hi, you look good. Now, they don't read the messages. This is the problem. And this is why Instagram is important if you understand Instagram game, you understand how it works. You could be the most handsome guy in the world. You could be a Ferrari driver. You could be in super yachts and all your pictures and private jets. If you have a boring profile picture and 200 people following you, it's not that the girl likes you for the number of followers. It's you are not going to be seen. You're going to send a message to this beautiful girl. She's going to scroll down her messages. Oh, who's this? This guy has 20,000 followers. Let me read this guy's.
So pretty much what he's saying is that if your garden's too small, she's not gonna fly to it. Or your garden is not like beautiful, like you know how he said earlier, like how you said earlier to start taking pictures of your lifestyle and stuff like that, show it off, and then if there's like tons of people watching you, so that just makes your value go up, right? Like the more followers you have, then
For me personally, I kind of disagree with this statement
right?
because he's saying like looks and Ferraris and that stuff doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure
It
like if you were
matters.
posting that stuff and a random girl saw like it's more of like she probably feels like she found a hidden gem.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
if she saw this guy only has 200, but he has a Ferrari, he has a bunch
Yeah.
of money. I'm pretty sure she's still
Mm.
gonna DM that guy,
That is true because no
especially if
competition,
he's handsome too,
and there's no competition for him.
and no competition for her.
Messages. She's going to skip right past you. The importance
I
of
wouldn't
building
say she
up
was
a
skipping.
nice Instagram page when it comes to game is exceptionally important in today's world. Right now, I'm 40-something thousand.
Of course, you want to maximize too, right? Of course, you want a bunch of followers to get
Yeah.
that status, you know, the
Yeah.
status. But if you're telling me you're good looking, like you're like a 9 out of 10
With a
with a
Ferrari.
Ferrari and
you're
money,
rich, and
like,
you're on a yacht every day,
and you only have 100 followers, you're getting DMs, bro.
you're getting DMs. Yep.
followers. I have a verified tick. Now, I'm uglier, I'm sure, than lots of guys who are messaging these models and these girls who I do meet on Instagram. However, when I send a message, it can be something as mundane as hello or a love heart reaction to one of her stories. She's scrolling down her page, guy more handsome than me, billionaire, ugly guy, and then there's me. There's a little blue tick next to my name that says I have 40-something thousand followers. Oh, who's this guy? She'll then click on my page and look at my
40,000? That's all it takes? 40,000 followers?
That's all it
That's all it takes?
What you do with
my page.
Dang.
Damn, I gotta build up my page. Hold up.
Let's start taking pictures.
How much followers we got? If it only takes 40,000,
We got too much.
we got 48,000 guys. Follow
Mm.
the Instagram, AndyTNG28. You know, we got 48,000. Okay, we're already mugging. We just don't be posting photos.
Yeah.
She doesn't look at anyone
Start,
else.
bro.
She'll look at my page and think, oh, this guy decided to send me a message. You know what? I'm going to message back. Or I won't message back. But my messages are getting opened. And that is the key to Instagram game. You need to have a powerful profile.
Powerful.
You need the bait basically.
Yeah, basically.
And you having great photos, they're gonna look through your photos. Okay, that's the bait. You want to cast your bait. You know,
Exactly.
to reel in the fish. Okay, if you don't have that bait, you don't have no photos. They can't really like
Yeah, exactly.
grasp onto who you are as a person or your lifestyle or what you have to offer.
Yeah,
you know?
especially in today's market too. Botting is a serious issue also, you know, because there's like some bots with like 1 million followers with no pictures, you know. So just having the picture actually helps a lot.
I wouldn't care about the bots as much because women, I don't think they don't look at the numbers as much. I would say they're
Okay.
more of like looking at the photos, like what Tristan's trying to say. Like they're gonna look at the photos, and that's what's really gonna reel them in.
Okay.
Because they're trying to look at the lifestyle like you're living, or
But
like
he's,
what
but he's
it
saying
is.
numbers though.
But he's saying numbers is a part of it too.
But
Yes.
no, he said the big part because
Nah,
he said that they'll scroll through like a billionaire, ugly guy, handsome guy.
No,
but you
because
see a blue check
if
mark,
you're saying
don't
like
click on
if
it.
you're saying the number is only the most important thing, then that means like you don't like say like you don't even post photos though. See, and then now she's gonna think you're a bot. See, so then that's why I wouldn't say it's as important. It's a multitude of things that adds
Okay.
up. But number one is probably gonna be your bait. So what is your bait? Your bait most likely is gonna be your photos and your lifestyle.
But how can she see your photos if your numbers are lower than the rest of the other guys?
No,
What-
you just
what-
need to have a profile. That's literally it. You just need to have a profile.
You know, if you need to post photos of cars, do it. You need to post photos with other girls, do whatever it takes to build up your likes, to build up your online presence, because it's almost as important with meeting women as your real life presence, which we're
Yeah,
going to
see,
get
he's
into
like building up that online presence. See, it's not about just the followers, but it's building up that profile of it.
later in this course. So Instagram is the most powerful
All right, next video.
Instagram.
when meeting women as your real life presence, which we're going to get into later in this course. So Instagram is the most powerful dating app in the world. I made headlines, national headlines, by stealing one of the most famous women in my country, Romania, from her husband. Over 1 million followers, verified on Instagram.
That's pimp. That's pimp. You know what he said?
No, I didn't hear.
He said he stole some news reporter's girlfriend or some shit.
No
Most
way.
powerful dating app in the world. I made headlines, national headlines, by stealing one of the most famous women in my country, Romania, from her husband. Over 1 million followers, verified on Instagram.
Her husband is crazy.
She had 1 million followers. That's pimp.
Damn, bro. And she was married.
I sent her an Instagram message. Now she gets thousands of messages every day, but very few from guys of my caliber. Very few from guys with that many followers, a blue check mark. She obviously was curious to see who I am. I made a nationwide scandal by stealing this woman from her husband. So if Instagram, you have to treat it like a job. As I said in the introduction to this, why is Floyd Mayweather the best boxer in the world? Because he trains. If you want to be one of the best playboys in the world and operate on my level, you have to think daily. You have to make a conscious effort to be more attractive, more out there, more in the face of the women around you.
It goes to show how like women are like very like most women. I wouldn't say all women, okay, but let's say most women are very like
superficial.
Super superficial. Let's not just say superficial. Super superficial.
Okay, extremely
superficial.
Okay,
but you've seen this in war too. Like back in the old days, whenever like colonization would happen, right? They'd murder all the men,
but
and then the soldier would come in and then just fuck all the women. Okay, and those women would end up having children with the soldiers, and then they would like eventually get along. You know, it's how life has always gone on. They've always slaughtered every man and then fucked the women, and then the women would end up raising that generation. I mean, come on. Even in lion tribes, right? If you look at monkey lion tribes, what is happening? A new male comes in, slaughters every male, and then he fucks all the women. It's literally in every species. Humans are no different. We're just fucking animals.
So every day.
So women are just opportunistic. Okay, that's all it is. In their eyes, they're just opportunistic. They'll go wherever the fucking resources are, and they'll try to survive. Like we are, same thing. Like as men, we try to fucking survive any way we can. Women are the same way. They're gonna try to survive any way they can.
Right. We're saying this for most women, not the 1%, by the way.
Dave, you see
the 1% ain't there. They all died out. They're extinct.
Yeah, they're getting cooked.
They're extinct.
Cool scene, you see a cool restaurant, you're in a cool place, get someone to take a picture of you. Yeah, it's narcissistic. I hate pictures. I'm not even photogenic. I'm ugly in pictures. But I take these cool pictures and I put them online because I know it's money in the bank. It's going to grow with interest.
That's another really great point. Okay, it's like for us, like we don't even want to do like brain rot ass content, right? But the reason we do it is because there's something more to it. You know, like it's not just brain rot content, but then now we can either teach someone, a kid, an adult, anything. You know, it's like you're gonna get more out of it just by putting yourself out there on the internet. You know. And you just like reap the benefits of it. So it's like a net win, you know? You're not really losing by doing it, you know?
And it's going to pay off in the long run. So absolutely, you have to apply yourself to your online presence, and nothing is more important than Instagram.
I wouldn't say that's the most important.
There's other platforms.
It just depends. You know? Every platform is important.
Yeah.
It just depends on like
the demographic, where they're coming from, you know?
No,
like,
I would say
there's some women that are on like Twitch and stuff like that. They'll follow you, you know?
The most important thing I would say is at what level you are on that platform. Like, are you the 1% on the platform? I think that's what matters more.
Is a time and a place for dating apps. Dating apps really do work. I'm filming this on April the 11th, 2020, in the middle of a quarantine, which sucks. However, one country is not quarantined. Stockholm, Sweden. The capital of Sweden was open for business, so I decided to head over to Sweden with my brother and have a bit of fun. Play the Playboy game over in Stockholm, see how it goes. If I had showed up in Stockholm, which was a lot quieter than usual, where would I meet the beautiful girls? I wouldn't really know where to hang out. I wouldn't know where to go or what to do. So I set my Tinder location. Yeah, I pay for Tinder. I pay for the premium Tinder. I set my location to Sweden. I don't bother swiping. I pay for those boost things, and I have the Tinder goal to see who swipes me first. I run 3 or 4 boosts.
What does that sound?
Then I take my...
Is that from him or?
Again, like with Instagram, my Tinder pictures are me next to my supercars, me by the pool, me looking good, having trained hard. I try to get all the attention I can from the social media, and my Tinder pictures are my Instagram pictures. I then look at the best girls that have swiped me, I pick
Do
one.
you really
Her name was
need,
Philippa. Absolutely
pictures, though?
beautiful girl.
Or
Absolutely
can you just
beautiful.
post like videos and reels and stuff like that? Because our channel, our Instagram channel is all reels, right? There's no pictures at all. You think that can pull in people? Depending on the content you do, of course, not for us.
At the end of the day, what it is truly is being performative. That's really what it comes down to. You have to be as performative as possible.
Right.
So whatever it takes, I would say.
Right,
It doesn't matter if it's reels, doesn't matter if it's photos. As long as you're performative in how you're showcasing your lifestyle is so much better than every other dude's,
Right.
then that's how you win. You know?
All right.
In
Time
fact,
performative,
here's a
man.
picture. I'm including a picture of Philippa right now.
Do
This
what
is
you
her.
must.
Now, Tinder is
It's like it comes down to the theory of, or the saying of like who wants it more.
Yeah, who wants
You
it
know,
more? Yeah,
if you really want it more, you're gonna be the performative ass dude.
that is true.
And that's how you end up getting the women. It's because you want it more. You're gonna go do the performative things that do what it takes
Yeah,
to
follow
get you
the-
from point A to Z.
You gotta follow the meta.
Yeah.
great for one thing and one thing only: finding the best places in the city to go. Now, years ago, if you were a playboy and you were to land in a new city, you land in Singapore. It's 1988. What you do is you get in a taxi and you tell the taxi driver, "Hey, brother, where's the coolest spot in town? Where's the hot joint? Where's the cool restaurants, the cool bars, where the pretty girls hang out?" And the taxi driver would give you all the information you needed. Maybe a hotel concierge. Today, taxi drivers don't know shit. They're bitter, they're upset. The world has changed. The rich-poor divide is wider than ever. Taxi drivers aren't going to the expensive places. But you know who knows the best places in every city? Beautiful girls. That's what
Because beautiful girls hang out with beautiful girls. You know, like pretty girls love pretty girls. You know,
Yeah.
they're not gonna hang out with chopped cheese, you know?
Exactly.
Because then they don't believe they belong with chopped cheese. They're gonna be like, oh, because they're so superficial. It's more of like, oh, because I'm pretty, I need to go hang out with pretty girls. Okay?
They
It's
they
so
put in more
simple.
research.
Yeah, it's simple, guys. They just want to be around pretty girls because they want to be seen
Yep.
as pretty.
Exactly.
Okay? It's that simple.
And it's probably another guy that took her to those places
And
too
that
before. Who
tends
knows?
to like that tends to let them know where the best places are.
Yep.
For a man.
Tinder is for. If you use Tinder trying to get your pee-pee sucked, you're doing it wrong. You need to use Tinder to find the best places to go. Match with a really beautiful girl and say, "Hey, what's the best place to go in Stockholm on a Friday night?" "Oh, what was the name of the place now? Can't remember the name, but this girl, Philippa, replies to me, 'Oh, it's here.' I say, 'Okay, we're going.'"
Use Tinder to gather info.
This is why first off, okay, you need to learn to finance Max, okay? You need to learn to finance Max so you can do things like this, okay?
Yeah.
Because he's able to just go to Sweden on vacation and just find pretty ass girls and go into the best bars. Why?
He has
It's because
money.
he has money. If you don't have money, if you don't have your garden built out, you can't do these things.
Exactly.
Okay?
You'd be
And
going to McDonald's every day.
If you're like living in the middle of fuck nowhere like us, like in Dallas, right? Like the best you're gonna get is a Latina that smokes fucking weed and is fucking retarded. Okay, that's what you're gonna get. That's just how it is. Okay, but once you're at the level at like Tristan Tate is at,
You can
where
go
you're
to
like
Sweden.
multi-millions of dollars, and you could just travel wherever the heck you want to go.
Anywhere.
And
You have more options.
You have so many options.
We're just
Not
like,
only so many options, it's like the best of the best. Okay, it's not just so many options; it's the best of the best options.
yes. Girls gets option from their looks. Guy gets option from their money or
Here
resources.
you're gonna get like a 5'2" Latina that smokes weed all day. Like, I'm good on that. I'm gonna build my garden, guys. That's what I'm working on.
guys. Build a garden,
Build
guys.
your garden.
I'm going to take you out. Bring your friends, because I was with my friends. I'm going to take you out. Let's have fun. Now, she said yes. And if she had said no, who cares? I now know the best place in town. I know where girls like her hang out. So, Stockholm all worked out exceptionally well. I ended up sleeping with this girl, Philippa. She's still messaging me now. I've been home for weeks and weeks. That's what Tinder is good for. Finding the best places to hang out in town. And when you get to these places, make sure you check in on Instagram. Take a picture, tag yourself on Instagram, because if you do that, I tagged myself at the Stockholm Grand Hotel, the best hotel in the city. That's where I was staying. I had 3 or 4 girls message me simply because I tagged myself at that hotel. Girls from Sweden. They all are obsessed with Instagram. Hot girls are obsessed with Instagram.
I didn't know you
And
used
how did I
Instagram
find
like
out
that?
that the Stockholm Grand Hotel
just
was the
find
best place
someone
in town
from
to stay?
the app?
From a chick!
On the tagging
So
me.
the girls are going to the locations on Instagram. Like you can see locations of the bar and stuff, you know, and
Yeah.
like people who are tagging that
Yeah.
location too. And they're probably looking through that to find like the best dudes that are going there. So like, and then he said he got 3 DMs from girls by tagging a location
For just being there.
for just being there. That's genius. That's pimp.
On Tinder, who I never even met. I said, oh yeah, I'm thinking I don't know where to stay. She goes, oh, the best hotel's the Stockholm Grand Hotel. I Googled it, it was, boom, booked it. Then at the end of the night, when I was done in that club or whatever with Philippa, oh, where are you staying?
Wait, weren't we supposed to be watching this and then look at Destiny's fucking response to this video?
Nah, fuck Destiny. He's probably some nerd. All right.
Part four.
Wait, where's part four? Okay.
Right there, bro. You skipped it.
Oh, where are you staying?
Skip it. They uploaded it weird. Okay, but so far from what I'm like seeing, right, is like most of his content is really like revolved around talking about like how to find
girls,
the hottest women. He's not really talking about how to find a wife, okay? Because a wife might not be the hottest woman, okay?
True.
A wife is just a good-hearted person. That's
loyal.
a wife.
Yeah,
a
who's
loyal,
to
good
you.
heart person. He's trying to just find the hottest bitch to fuck so far. So I wouldn't say this is the best technique
To find a wife.
to find a wife, but this is a good technique to fuck pretty women.
To have fun, yeah.
But earlier in the beginning, he was talking about like, I have 6 wives or whatever, right? Or 6 baby mamas, whatever the freak he was saying, right? Or like 6 people who are loyal to me or whatever. So that's where like, that was like the bait that he was casting for us to make us believe, you know? But so far, I'm just getting, what I'm getting from this is like, he's just getting bitches he can fuck, okay? Like Playboy shit, which nothing wrong with it. But
what if he made
him
him loyal though?
But he was leading with loyalty. Now he's leading with just
Get
pretty
anybody.
fuckable
Yeah.
bitches.
But what if those pretty bitches that he fucked, turn out to be
Stockholm
loyal?
Grand
Yeah.
Hotel. Of course, it's the best
Roses
hotel in
won,
the city.
you know?
Like I knew.
He set himself up.
And I didn't.
Possible, but
Oh, wow,
unlikely.
yeah, it is the best hotel in the city. You know, I've got a killer minibar. Let's go and have some drinks. Come on, it's not late. I know everything here closes at 3. That's weird, you know, in my
Women
in
are
my
just
country.
opportunistic. There's no loyalty. Opportunistic.
The party goes on till 5. True or not, I would have used that line. Let's go. Back to the hotel. That's what dating apps are useful for. If you're there trying to get laid, trying to talk, trying to make your girlfriend and stuff, forget about it, man. Forget about it. These girls, every dude they swipe is a match. After a day or two of talking to them, they're going to stop replying, regardless of who you are. If you think she's really hot and you met her on Tinder, get her off Tinder ASAP.
This is why you must LARP as a man.
What is LARP?
Get her onto
Explain LARP.
Okay, you must keep up the act. Okay, it's an act. Everything
So
in life
LARPing
is
is
acting.
acting?
If you watch like 48 Laws of Power, whatever he says, I never read that book, but one thing he said that's really smart is like everyone's an actor. Everyone's an actor. Doesn't matter what you do, you're always acting. It's either you're acting happy, you're acting sad, your whole life you've been acting. Some people are just really bad with it
Right.
because they're so afraid of becoming a different character. But all life really is you're acting. It's either you're acting confident, you're acting retarded, you're acting funny, you're acting whatever, smart, brilliant, whatever, you know?
It's all just an act.
It's all an act. And as a man, you must learn how to act like a man.
So so LARPing is acting like a man.
Well, as a man, LARPing is acting as a man, you know,
Okay.
which is like
So LARPing is just acting.
being a gentleman
Is that what LARPing is?
is LARPing. That's
Okay.
LARPing,
Okay.
you know?
So performative then.
Every life is performative.
Okay, so
guys.
LARPing is like another word for performative.
Instagram, get her onto WhatsApp. Because at least if you get her onto Instagram and you send messages back and forth, hey, it's me, you are now out of her other inbox and in her main inbox. You're a guy she knows, a guy she swiped and said she's attracted to, and she will always read your messages. That's a good lead. Forget about Tinder. Terrible. That's its only use. Now, depending on the culture of the country you're in, another way
He said, "Forget about Tinder. That's its only use is to find girls that give you good locations."
But what if he's saying that so there's no more competition?
That's good. No, that's
To
so
get rid of the
smart,
competition though.
No, that's smart because like sometimes you really don't know where to go. Say like you're flying to like Bulgaria.
Okay.
Like I don't know nothing about Bulgaria.
Okay.
But if I can set up my Instagram or my Tinder to
Match some women.
to match up with some women that are gonna give me leads to Bulgaria, now I know where to go get them. That's a good way to think about it.
you can meet women.
200 IQ.
It's faster too because like if you're like on like searching all day,
Yeah.
you know,
You're not gonna
versus-
find it, yeah.
Versus like if you just put yourself out there in a Tinder profile, now you're attracting leads towards you, you know, rather than you looking some stuff up, you know, and you don't know where you're gonna find,
Right.
or what you're gonna land on versus getting,
Getting someone local that knows it
yeah,
and then
getting
give
someone
you
local that
the information.
understands
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah.
Is by having a group of women with you. Now, I know this sounds insane, guys. I know this sounds crazy. But if you know 2 or 3 girls and you're heading over to a nightclub or a bar and you invite them with you, having a group of women with you in a town or city where these women are from, it acts like a magnet. This is elite level stuff that you will not
Elite
hear.
level stuff.
Look, first off, you don't even need women. Okay, you can lie about it too. Okay, like just be like, oh, I'm here for my friend's a birthday party or whatever. Yeah, she's like dancing out with some dude or something. You can say she's that. You don't even have to be with no one.
That is true.
You don't have to be with no one. You can literally LARP it, dude.
Anywhere else. If you have 3 or 4 girls from New York with you while you are in New York and you're taking them to the best clubs and the best bars and the best spots, the girls they know congregate around you. They come to talk to their friends. You can make your brief introduction. Hello, my name's Tristan. Oh, really nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm just out with these girls right now. But what? If you
See, that's all. See, he said exactly what I said. Yeah, I'm out with these girls. But you don't even have to show any girls. You just need to say I'm out with my girls or whatever. You know?
Right.
It's just LARPing. Just LARP it.
got Instagram. Yeah, no, you come up with us next time. Right? You know, stay here, stay at our table. Screw those guys. Having girls with you acts like a magnet. Now, when I was much younger, if I went out trying to look for women, it was a different world. I go out by myself to crappy bars and clubs and try to talk to girls. You know, I learned things the hard way. However, now I do not go out with just men. I go out with women every single time. I don't.
I mean, it's probably better to actually have women, you know?
Yeah,
but
because,
like, if you're like actually not, if you don't actually have any like girlfriends, then
it's gonna make it harder for you.
Then you have to make do, okay?
Yeah.
With what you can do.
Nah, but you go with guys though, it's gonna be more intimidating for the girls to approach you, no?
No, but you don't have to say that because you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, my friends are out dancing wherever. I don't even know where they're at. You know, like you could just lie. Like,
okay, you're
like
still lying at the end
white
of the day.
lie about that shit.
So
You
we're
do
still
not-
lying.
Yes, you could white lie about it. It's not even harmful, okay? But because your main goal is just to get to know this girl.
You're right.
Okay, that's about it.
Or girls.
And if she's down to talk to you and she's reciprocating that energy, then y'all can just have a good time.
Right.
That's it. You don't have to like overthink. Oh, let's actually go hang out with my friends. Like, no, it's about you and her.
care if they're my friends, my
Like,
girl.
stick to like what's important, which is that goal with you and her, not her hanging out with your boys. That's not the goal.
Okay.
Friends, girls I'm sleeping with, I bring women when I go out because they're friends, their girlfriends, or mates, they all want to come over and talk. Oh, hi, you're at Tristan's table. Or maybe they don't even know me. Maybe I can make an introduction. And that is a way that I meet a lot of women.
Now, girls can glaze you if you have like really good like girlfriends,
Right.
like, and you bring another girl in. That your girlfriends, if they like you or like if they're actually down to go with you, they're most likely like they fuck with you already. Okay.
Right.
So then it's much easier for them to hype you up because now they know the dynamic between y'all. You know,
So she can be your wing woman.
she'll be a wing woman.
Okay,
basically,
okay.
Friends of the women who I fuck, you better believe I've been through a lot of them, especially my side chicks. When it comes to keeping my girlfriends, I don't really fuck their friends. That's a bit of a line I tend not to cross because I'm spoiled for choice. But yeah, having women with you attracts.
Yeah, because you don't want to double cross your girls, you know, unless she's really done you wrong. You tend to not want to do that.
Exactly.
Women. Don't let anyone
It's
tell
gonna
you
throw
that
more
it doesn't
problems
because
in
I know better.
Unless they're like freaky like that, you know, they
Right,
like
like-
that polygamy shit. You know, then fuck it. You know,
They'll
but-
be like, hey, come fuck my friend too. You know, like,
Yeah.
shit, I don't mean why not.
Than anyone else. Another way to meet women is reputation. Especially in your home city. I don't care if you live in South Africa, Johannesburg. I don't care if you live in Mozambique. I don't care if you live in Sydney, LA. Wherever you're from, your reputation matters, especially in the city you live. Especially in the city you live in. Now, this is when being a gentleman comes in. Kissing and telling, bragging about girls you fuck, showing their nudes to people.
Don't do that.
Not gentlemen, not pimp, not gentlemen.
It's just not cool. Now, guys who do this, when I meet a guy and he's, oh, I fuck this girl, I fuck this girl. It's a bunch of naked titty pictures. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I do all right myself. I don't brag. That's an amateur tactic. Because what they're doing is they're ruining their reputation.
Don't brag. Don't try to bring other people down to make yourself
Exactly.
look higher. It's not pimp.
Now, I can meet a girl and she'll be like, yeah, you actually met my friend before. And I was like, who's your friend? It's a girl I used to sleep with for a little while. But I was nice. I was polite. I was kind. I took her to nice places. You know, I bought her some nice cocktails. I was always a good host. We had sex a few times. I let her know that it wasn't anything serious. And her friends want a piece of the action. Her friends will hear this and actually want to date me or want the same kind of setup with me that she had. So reputation is another.
See, I'm telling you, this dude is just talking about fucking. He's not,
No wifey, no nothing.
He's not talking about wifey.
It's just
It's
fucking.
just fucking.
Another way to meet women. Don't let anyone tell you that it doesn't work. As I said, these guys on the internet who pretend to be playboys, they don't know what they're talking about. They won't believe in a million years you're gonna meet a woman because you met their friend. Yeah, that's because they're butthurt. They're losers. When a girl breaks up with them, they throw insults at them and cry and scream and threaten to kill themselves because they're nerds. Me, when I break up with a woman, or she breaks up with me, God forbid, especially side chicks. Side chicks leave me because they find out about my girlfriend. They say, you know what? Well, I had a lot of fun with you. You're an awesome girl. I wish you all the best. Yeah, cool. That's the way.
Yeah, like don't
You gotta be cool about it.
don't ruin the relationship. You know, like
You don't want to end it on a sour term.
it's never worth it
Yeah.
at the end of the day, because then now you just have someone talking shit about you for the rest of your life. Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, and then it's gonna
Like,
be
just
harder for
keep
you
it.
to get it with another girl.
Yeah, it's not even about getting. It's harder, but it's just like, why have that person out in the world spreading your name like in a bad way?
Yeah.
You know, like always just keep it pimp, dude. Like it's
Just
not
keep
that
it
hard.
chill.
Keep it chill. Be
a chill
respectful,
guy, bro. Be a chill guy.
If you're gonna cheat on her, at least be respectful about it. Don't go fucking insulting her and shit.
To do it. Reputation is another way of meeting women. And so is being scouted out, being actively searched out. So when I talk about
Actively scout out. What does he mean by that?
talk about Instagram game from a man's perspective, actually approaching women and trying to talk to them, I very briefly mentioned tagging myself at the Grand Hotel in Stockholm. Women will seek you out, not just in the real world, but in the online world more so than ever before. Young women who have never lived a life without Instagram, or 18, 19, 20, 21, if you take a very good picture, as of this day, I recently uploaded one of me sitting in a hot tub, which is full of money.
That's pimp.
You know the
That's
funny thing,
pimp.
bro.
That's pimp.
Bruh.
That's pimp.
With a girl in a bikini lighting my cigar
This
while I'm
side
drinking a
chick
glass
too,
of whiskey.
damn.
That
That's
picture
pimp.
went viral. Thousands and thousands of likes. People who didn't know who I was, people who never interacted with my profile saw it on their newsfeed because I planned out the good picture and I took it. I had lots of women message me. Haha, I'd never light your cigar for you. But she messaged me, that means she would. You actively get searched out when you're in a
When you set such a big net out into the world, or like a net into the ocean to capture all the fish, that's what he basically is doing. He set a huge viral net picture,
Right?
and just casted it into the water, and it accumulated so many fish, right? It caught so many fish. Now, not all the fish is gonna be the fish that you actually want to eat, you know, or you want to like take home with you, and they're not gonna be the most prettiest. But it casts such a wider net to give you the ability to find the right ones,
Right.
okay? That are gonna like be, because you set such a big net for yourself. The ratio of finding something great is gonna be there now.
Okay. But how
You
do
know?
how you reel it in though?
Versus if you're just setting like one cast with a fishing hook, you're gonna like, you're not gonna find shit. Let's just be
Okay.
honest. You might get a fucking little nibble. You might
Like
you
a
might
little-
wait
little-
there
a
and sit
little
there
bass?
for 10 years. You might never get nowhere. But if you set a huge freaking net into the freaking internet,
You're bound to get one.
you're bound to grab something really nice.
elite level guy. And this is what I mean one more time when I say you have to train and you have to work at being an elite playboy. That's the key. That way you do get searched out. If you're a normal guy marching around the mall trying to collect phone numbers, no girl in the universe is ever gonna say,
That's just first off inefficient.
Because now you're doing it one by one again.
Yeah, that's the one where
That's the fishing pole thing that
you
you were
want to
talking
set
about.
up something where they're coming, you become the magnet,
Yeah.
not you coming out to approach. Okay, like still do it like whenever you're out in like grocery shopping or whatever, you can do that. Totally,
Yeah.
because it's already like
Yeah.
you're already there. Okay, do it.
Don't
okay?
don't like do it on purpose. You
Yeah,
know,
but don't, like, go out seeking for that
actively
shit.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it like passively. Like let's say you're shopping like he says, right? You see a pretty girl, you go up to her. That's it. You don't approach every single girl you see in that fucking supermarket. You know?
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
to her friend, hey, that guy who marches around the mall asking every girl's number, yeah, he's hot. Do you know his name? Or no one is gonna message you on Instagram. Aren't you that guy who marches around the mall asking girls for her number? Wow, you know what, why don't you take me on a date? No, you get searched out and you get scouted and hunted when you're a top 1% man. So,
Become the outlier, guys. Most important thing.
if you're not being
Don't do what every
scouted
other
out,
guys
if you're
are
not
doing.
being hunted, if you're not being searched for, what exactly are you missing? Guys, stand up, look down. Can you see your dick? No, then you're too fat. Lose some weight. Women care about looks too. I'm not the best looking guy in the world, sure, but I make an effort, I try, I work out, I get into shape. All these women wouldn't like me as much if I was 20 pounds heavier or 30 pounds heavier. Of course they wouldn't. So you do get searched out when you're a top level guy, so absolutely invest your time in that.
But then again, he's tall and rich and pretty good looking. Like that's, he's already top 1% because he was genetic already top
Yeah.
1%,
That
and then
one.
him
He needs
having
to work
money
he needs to work a little
really
now.
made him into an outlier.
Yeah.
Okay?
A gym membership, obviously make some money, drive a nice car, do something productive. Maybe you
But
play
if you're like a 5-foot man, you're kind of
You're
already
kind of cooked.
you're kind of cooked. Okay.
You're playing with a handicap now.
You're really playing with a handicap, but
now you have
you-
to like catch up even more
you gotta
now.
catch up in every other aspect in
Yes.
life. Okay. Or just get limb lengthening whatever surgery.
Break some bones.
Yeah, bone smashing, all that
Yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah, exactly.
But hey,
the guitar very well. I don't play
you
the
gotta play with the cards you were dealt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day.
still gotta match
Maybe you're an
everything.
amazing surfer. These things get women too. I myself was a kickboxer. Didn't attract as many women as you think. But when I was young and I didn't have any money,
Because women aren't naturally watching kickboxing, so then you're not gonna get women to want you. Okay,
Exactly.
versus like if you're on Love Island where every fucking woman on earth is watching that shit.
Then
now
they'll
all
want
the
you.
bitches are in your DMs.
It's all about location too. It's not about what you do.
It's about where can you be seen?
Yeah. Where
Okay?
are the women's at?
Where are you?
Where are they
Where
watching?
are you window shopping, guys?
Exactly.
and I couldn't do fun things and I couldn't go to nice bars or nice clubs, the fact that I was a kickboxer got a lot of attention. I could beat another man up. Sure, I was broke. Girls like that. I always had pretty girlfriends. So what are you doing right now? If you're just a normal guy with a normal
I'm
job,
not sure
doing
if
nothing,
he's talking about he gets attention from girls from kickboxing or guys, you know? Because like guys mainly watch kickboxing, right?
You know
Like,
what it
that's
made
the
me realize?
majority of the gender.
You know what it makes me realize?
Hmm.
It's part of like the TikTok strategy or the life philosophy strategy,
Okay.
where like one of those strategies is location, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you're on the internet, right?
Right.
It's like that's where the traffic is flowing, right?
Okay.
So the same thing right here. It's like where are the women's attention traffic flowing?
Okay.
And you want to be right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. It's like
Right.
the same philosophy again.
Mm-hmm.
you don't
Damn,
produce
it's
any
crazy.
content, you're not
Yeah,
talented,
like you said,
you
Love
can't
Island,
do
bro. Love Island's on the
gymnastics or
internet.
play
That's
the
where all the
guitar.
eyes are at
Do
now.
something. Because every man in the world has a dick that he wants to get sucked. Every dude on earth, and you're just another one of them. Unless you make
Unless you're
yourself
gay.
different in some way, you will never get scouted out. But it certainly is a way to meet women. Believe me, happens to me all the time. That's how top level guys meet women. So essentially all the same ways most other guys do, but there are little twists and little spins on everything. I'm gonna very briefly cover what not to do. Obviously, I've gone into day game, don't do that. You need your time. You need your time to work out. You need your time to make money. You need your hours of your day. You can't go marching around malls or marching around parks trying to go up to every woman who you speak to.
Can't be spending every hour of your day
Hunting.
talking to a girl
Yeah.
and spending 24 hours a day talking to a girl. That's just inefficient.
Yes.
Unless you only want one girl. Okay, that's the only way it's possible.
Yeah.
But if you want
Yeah.
multiple girls, this is what he's trying to explain. You know, it's like you need your hours.
You gotta be efficient.
Yeah.
Do not send pictures of your dick. If you're watching this and you send pictures of your dick, what are you doing? Women don't want to see your dick, bro. Don't send random fucking dick pictures to girls. That's obviously a fucking red line.
They do want to see your dick if they're attracted to you, though. But
I mean,
it's.
they want to see in person.
But if you're a fucking nobody, yeah, they don't want to see that.
yeah, nah.
More
cooked,
women see my dick than the guys who send their dick to all the women on the internet. And you know why? Because women actually want to have sex with me. Don't send pictures of your dick, guys. That's obviously
Yeah, exactly.
a big thing not to do. Do not spam messages. If you message a girl once and she doesn't reply, do not send her another message. Even if you have her number and you message her once, twice, 3 times, no reply,
So don't
give
double
up,
text.
quit, delete her number, move on to the next target. Message spamming isn't cool. These are the basic things.
Yeah, don't be a beta male, bro. If she ain't the one, she ain't the one. She
Just
don't
go
fuck
next,
with you. She don't
bro.
fuck with you. It's that simple, bro. You can
Bro.
tell the energy right then and there. Just let it go. Even though some women are like, oh, I want him to chase me, blah blah blah. But no, bro.
Bitch,
like,
no.
have some fucking respect for yourself first off, okay?
Exactly. If she ain't responding, leave.
Of what
Literally.
not
There's
to
another
do.
girl that looks
But
like her
that
in the
is
world,
an
okay?
Every day a girl turns 18. Famous quote by
Famous
one of my
quote
boys.
from one of my friends, yes. Love that, man.
Since how I meet my women. Now I'm gonna go into dating, because dating is the important part. Dating is how I add women to my collection. The most important part of dating when you are an elite playboy is something that you guys probably wouldn't guess if you've bought this course. It is time management. When do you go on dates? In the evening. What do you do? Dinner. After dinner? Drinks. After drinks, you try to have sex with her. Maybe she goes home. Maybe she comes back to your place. Wrong. Wrong. You don't do that. How are you going to have 6 girlfriends and 10 side chicks if you commit an entire evening of dinner and drinks, ignoring your other girls on your phone to try to have sex with a single girl?
You know, that is inefficient. And I know someone that does that.
We need
You know,
to. We need
that
to
goes
have
on a
like.
date for a whole fucking day and just wastes a whole fucking day. You know, I know people like that.
I know people like that too.
know.
Honestly, I know people like that too.
That is not possible. If that is your method, you're gonna have 2 girls or 3 girls on the go maximum.
Now
That
this guy, he might just be stuck with one. Okay. So first off, I don't know why this guy is watching this type of video. You know.
Yeah,
But
who?
I'm just questioning.
Who?
You know?
Who we talking about?
I don't know who. We're talking about.
Who we talking
I
about?
don't know who we're talking about.
Who are we talking about here?
I don't know who we're talking about, guys.
is it. 6 girlfriends, I see them all more than once a week. How does that work out? Well, it's not magic. I can't add hours of the day and I can't make time. But time management is the key to dating
Can't sleep, guys.
multiple
Don't
women,
sleep.
to having a harem of women. You have to manage your time. So I'm going to give you an example. You need to turn things that you have to do anyway into dates. You can't commit a whole evening to a new girl. So I've met a new girl at a club. I have her phone number. All of my girlfriends want to see me. Let's say I've picked one of them for tonight. I know which girlfriend is coming over to my house and which girl I'm having sex with tonight. I meet my new girl when I do something mundane that I have to do anyway. I'm running errands in the city. I'll say, you know, baby, I'll tell you what, I'll pick you up. We'll go for a little drive. We'll go for coffee. I'll pick her up at 3 or 4 p.m. I'll do my errands, drop the things off that I have to drop off. You know,
ranting, guys. He's ranting.
Have a coffee with the girl for 20 minutes, make her laugh, make her smile, 2 hours only, then I'll take her home. Now, something different has happened to this girl when she's been with me than she's been with the typical guy. Made her laugh, made her smile, she had a wonderful time, but there was no drinking, there was no getting her drunk, there was no me trying to have sex with her, there's no me leaning in for a kiss. She's back at home at 5 p.m. like, oh, okay, that was fun. And
you gotta spike that dopamine as soon as possible for as long as possible. And then once it dies out, dip. That's it. Okay. So then you train that reward system, that dopamine system, where it's like every time I see you, I give you a treat, right? And then over time, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy makes me happy every time. But it's not because I'm making that person happy, but it's because they keep receiving that treat, and then they tie the treat to me, basically, you know. And then I am the dopamine reward after that. It's like with a dog, right? It's like when you're teaching a dog something, you're giving it a treat every time, like sit, you give it a treat, right? But over time, as it progresses, you stop giving the command. Or you stop giving the treat with the command, right? So it's like now they're no longer rewarded for sitting, but now they just understand that they have to sit whenever you say sit, you know? It just becomes that cycle. And you do that over time to the point where you can do it with a woman too. So you train it by giving her a bunch of dopamine. Whatever you're doing, like making sure it's fun, make sure it's lighthearted, make sure it's cool, everything, right? And then once you're done, or like once the dopamine starts dying down, which you can probably tell, you dip, okay? You dip, or you try to get in her pants, or whatever you got to do, okay? Whatever methodology you want to do after that, you guys do, okay? That's up to you. But I'm just saying, like, you train that dopamine over time, she's going to feel rewarded just hanging out with you.
So what if that dopamine dies out? Because you know how like we have too much dopamine or something? You
No,
get
but
used to
eventually it gets to a point where she's trained, like the dog, you know? Like, even without the dopamine, the dog will still listen to you. It's a point where you can train it to the point where even without the dopamine, it's not tied to that no more.
Okay.
They're just now you're just now in command.
Right.
You know?
And she's alone in the evening. Who's she thinking about? Me. I can then commit my evening to my girlfriend. I can finish my work around 9 o'clock, spend a few hours watching a movie with my girl, fuck her. I can text on my phone, my girlfriend still look at my phone. And the girl who I went on a date with was mine all day. She was mine in the afternoon after I left her home. She was mine in the evening. She was mine at night when I said goodnight to her and she went to sleep thinking about me. I didn't try to fuck her, but I spent enough time with her to implant myself into
You gotta
her
be gentleman.
mind.
Stop trying to fuck on the first date. That's not gentleman. I know that most of you guys want to do that, right?
Yeah, but you gotta play the long
but then
game.
not doing that is gonna give you so much more credit, because you're gonna be like, oh my god, this guy didn't want to fuck me. Oh my god.
Oh my
Even
God.
though in the back of your mind you're like, fuck, I want to fuck so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Resist that urge.
Resist it.
Resist it. Because then now you're implementing that oh,
You're the good
such
guy.
a fucking gentleman. He's such a good guy.
He's
Whatever
not like
the-
every other
he's not
guy.
like every other guy that just wants to fuck me. All right.
I owned her thoughts for 12 hours by investing a little bit of time in the afternoon and still had my evening free to have sex with my girlfriend and keep her happy. That's how you do dates. That's how you time manage.
I like how he says that. That means technically you should date in the morning versus at night, because at night they're just gonna sleep and they're gonna forget about it. Whereas
Right.
you do a date in the morning. Now she's thinking about that date all
Throughout the
day
whole-
long. She's like, oh my god, when he did this. Oh my god, when he did that.
Oh my
I
God.
wanna. Now you have her on for 12 hour
Until
lock.
she sleeps.
A 12-hour lock till she sleeps.
Mm.
Day in the morning. That's a good strategy. I didn't even think of that till now.
Fuck this evening, go out for drinks, go out for dinner, try and bang them. Cool, you want to get a girlfriend, do that. That's all you. But if you want to play the game on my level, you cannot afford to waste your evenings. You have to manage your time. Now, this was money well spent. I'm going to let you guys in on the most exclusive elite player tactic that exists in the world. I have never seen another man even do it. I've never heard of another man doing it. I've never heard of another man attempting it. And that is having 2 dates, or 3, at the exact same time, in the exact same place. A system my brother and I call double booking.
Double booking. That's him.
Oh, man.
That's him.
What is double booking? How is this possible? I'm gonna tell you how.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about like going to a restaurant or something. You bring a bunch of girls, and then you're really on a date with all the girls. You know?
Yeah.
The elitist of the elite can pull this off. But once again, I can date 3 or 4 women in a night in the same place, have them all thinking about me, go home to one of my girlfriends, and spend the next 2 or 3 days cleaning up the mess and fucking the girls.
The thing with their strategy though is that they have girlfriends, but they're all like split, you know? So then they're not one full
family.
Like like if you go like to like the Muslims, right? Where they'll like buy wives or whatever,
Right.
For like a pig, like you trade off a pig for a wife or some shit.
Okay.
Like they have all their women in their house. Okay, so it's one big family.
Okay.
Whereas like them, they're like dating multiple women, but they're like in separate households, like separate apartments or something. Like I'm guessing, right? That's low-key inefficient. Even though he's talking about being a pimp, that's still inefficient. Tristan, level up your game. If you can get all your girls into one household, Andrew too, you get all your girls into one house, you're pimp.
Who I went on the date with. How does one do this? Now, I'm going to tell you, double booking does not work in certain settings. You cannot double book.
Because the only reason they came up with the term double booking is because they're dating different women from different areas at the same time and bringing them to one location, right? Like, but because he's saying that the bringing them to one location, as in like at a restaurant, for example, right? So that already gives you like the fact that like those girls are separated. You know, he wouldn't come up with that term if they all were just like together already.
It would just be
like, oh yeah, I have all my women together
date.
with me. That's it. Okay, he wouldn't coin the term double booking.
At the cinema. You cannot invite 3 girls to the cinema, all to meet you in the same place, and take them all out for a movie when they don't know each other. That doesn't work. Double booking works when there's a vibe, when there's a party atmosphere. And you have to understand that in parties and clubs and bars, women will put on their makeup, put on their dress, do their hair, come out and see you. They haven't got any money. They're hanging out at my table, your table, drinking your drinks. They're not going to storm off and go home because there are some other girls around, especially when you're out with the crew of your friends. Yeah, you know everyone. They're all your friends. It relies on a poker face. These girls do not say to each other, oh, hi, I came here for a date with Tristan.
The thing about like I saw like Asmin Gold, I think he was talking about this, about like third spaces or something.
Okay.
Where like bars and stuff or not bars, but like these third spaces.
It's like a little hangout spot.
Are like hangout spots are dying, you know, and the only things left are like basically bars. Like that does kind of suck because then now it's like it is kind of hard to like
to do this right here
to do this
without money and stuff.
Yeah, not without money, but without like or just the ability to do it is getting harder and harder. You know,
mean, you do need
and
money
especially
for this,
if you're not an alcoholic.
Yeah,
like you don't fuck with drinking at all. You know, then it becomes much harder.
Yeah, because like you have to drink to talk to these girls, bro. Like.
Well, the other way around it nowadays is just to go to a restaurant, bring all the girls to a restaurant, make sure it's a good vibe, you know? So then you're not drinking, but then now you're eating and talking and you can play like little mini games with each other or some shit, you know? Like that's much better vibe. Well, like for like guys like us, but like some people love the brain rot. They love the alcohol. They love that feeling. Whereas like we just don't want to like kill our fucking brain cells because it's so fucking important.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I go to a club on a Friday, this is an example of double booking. I'll bring one of my girlfriends. Why not? I love my girlfriends. They're wonderful people. Maybe 2, but let's say one. One of my girlfriends. And then I'll take 3 of the women I've been texting who I have yet to meet. I'll say, you know, baby, I'm going out to the club tonight. I'm hitting this club. You know, why don't you come with me? Bring your friends. Yeah, it's a group vibe. I'm out with some people I know. I repeat that times 3. 3 women get done up. They shave their legs. They wax their fucking eyebrows. They do their makeup. They do their hair. They paint their fingernails.
This video's good, bro.
This is funny, bro.
He's funny.
You know, Destiny was talking about like this video was like super good and super intricate and everything. But so far, like I haven't really learned much other than like you should probably date a girl early in the morning or like go on a date early in the morning. So she's thinking about you all day.
Tinder to gather info.
Tinder to gather info is still kind of like mid, right?
But it's still good info, you know?
That's not like revolutionary fucking tech.
Of course.
Heels and they come to the club to meet me.
Because another way you could just find women, like you could low-key just go on Instagram, look up like the best bars around or whatever, you know? But nowadays there's social media is so huge where like you can just look up a city and find a bar like that, you know? And then see a video and like
if you see pretty girls there, you go.
Yeah, you see pretty girls like on that feed, you're just like, okay, we're hitting this spot. Exactly. It's pretty simple, okay? But back then in his old ass days, maybe it was harder, okay? He needed to utilize Tinder to find the best spots and where the prettiest girls were, okay? But in our days, it's like it's a scroll away.
It's all there.
It's like where do you look for food? You know, it's like you could just like go on your feed and be like food near me, and then just search that on TikTok. SEO is so good, and then you can just find any food spot that you want.
You can look at hot girls near me.
That ass.
That's me. I give each one of them maximum 20 minutes of my time. Oh, hey, baby. Kiss on the cheek, kiss on the cheek. Really glad you could make it. Yeah, you know, have a drink. It's way too loud for anyone to hear any conversation that isn't one-on-one. You buy champagne, you keep the party going, everyone's doing shots, everyone's yelling, shouting, celebrating, having a good time. You're all in a big group, and the party atmosphere drowns out the room for difficult conversation.
Okay, that makes sense why
these
he goes to
girls
bar,
then
because
don't
it's
say
so
to each other,
fucking
"Hi,
loud.
why are
That's
you here?
why.
Did you come
So
here
they
to see?"
can't fucking talk to each other like, "Are you on date with Tristan? Date with Tristan?" That won't ruin the vibe, you know. And
But that's not pimp. If you really pimp, fuck it, bro. Say I'm dating all three of y'all. Let's just party.
I mean,
Let's
this,
just party.
this is why, like
Let's just
you
party.
said, this is why having all them live together
Yeah.
will solve all
but
that.
then
You
again,
know,
it's like these chicks already know that he's like with other sleeping with other women.
Exactly,
It's like
so.
it's like why are you trying to act like you're not? You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like I get that it's ungentlemanly to like brag about like having so many
multiple
women
girls,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. But like if you're already living that lifestyle, bro, fully commit, bro. Double down, bro.
So what are they
the
gonna
fuck
do?
cares?
Like, what are they gonna do? Leave?
Yeah. What are they gonna lose?
Which one
If
of the
they
guys?
leave, they leave, bro.
They're
You still have the other two, or one is eventually gonna stay because she just knows that you're worth it.
exactly.
Tristan,
you just
yeah,
get
I
more
came here to
anyways. Bro
see
has like
Tristan.
1,000 of them.
That doesn't happen. They literally introduce themselves to each other. Hi, my name's Andrea. Oh, hi, my name's Christine. Hi. They kiss each other on the cheek. Hey, girls, would you like some champagne? I hand them
Girls, would you like some champagne?
both a glass, and the party continues. I call it double booking. Now, you'll see these guys on the internet play.
You're a rich ass motherfucker, Tristan. You do not have
You don't care.
double book. You are rich. You are tall. You are good looking. You do not. No glaze though. Okay, no, glaze.
glaze.
I'm not a glazer. But I'm just stating facts. Okay, like he's tall. He's built. Okay, like that's just a fact.
He has
okay?
money.
If he was 5 foot, I would be calling him out. But he's not. Okay, and he has a bunch of fucking money. If you see the cars they drive, he has a bunch of fucking money. You do not need to be doing this, like Tristan. You don't need to be like pandering to women's feelings like that. Okay, you're rich as fuck. Do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, you don't need to call this double booking, whatever. Just go, bro. Just live your fucking life.
boys.
Date all of
So-called.
them at the same time in the fucking bar. Kiss all three at once. You have that ability.
Who said he doesn't do that?
Who have tables full of girls. These girls are either not interested in
I saw this one dude on Instagram. He was like Filipino or Indonesian or something like that. And he had his wives like lined up like one after another coming up to kiss him like mwah. The next one came up, mwah. And then the next one came up, mwah. Like
That's pimp.
That's pimp. And I know that dude's not even that rich because he's just a musician. He's not as rich as them. There's no way. Tristan could do the same thing. He could be like, mwah, kiss that first one that he's about to date. Next one, mwah. They all understand.
Exactly.
The girls will understand what position they're in compared to him. Let's just be honest. Let's be fucking honest.
Exactly.
them, not fucking them, or they're escorts, prostitutes, girls who are being paid, girls who are being hired to hang out. That's not how I do it at all. I don't think elite level playboys ever play that game. So I have women all coming for a date with me. They've all bought one or two friends.
Guys, do not hire an escort.
Do not.
Do not do that shit.
You gotta fuck your life
Sex
up.
is so fucking free. Like there are women that are so fucking horny. You just gotta invest a tiny bit of time, okay?
Exactly.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Don't pay for sex,
'cause
bro.
You're gonna eventually get addicted or some shit. Not only that, but it's just like you're giving your energy away to some retard. Don't do that.
My friends talk to
Protect
their
your
friends in a huge mixed group. And if I want one at the end of the night, if one's made it clear she wants to stay with me, I could sneak off with her, leave 20 minutes before my friends. My friends will give me covering fire. If not, then I'll go home with one of my girlfriends. I'll go home to one of my girlfriends. I'll go home to two of my girlfriends. But all of these women, as far as they're concerned, I went to the club and I took them with me. They were my date for that evening. The evening when all the champagne comes over, everyone's looking at the party that's being had. They were my date. So yeah, double booking. Elite playboy tactic. Nobody I know does this. Only me and my brother.
I wouldn't say nobody does this, okay? Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of men that do this. Like,
I
for
mean,
example, like
he's trying to sell the course though.
when
So
Hugh Hefner was doing it, you know, like during his era, like he had so many fucking women because he owned Playboy. Okay, like they all knew that shit was like nudity shit. You know, like if you're like an OnlyFans manager, I'm pretty sure you're probably sleeping with all of them. Okay, so same thing like he was doing back in his day.
And we have a good saying, the only thing better than double booking is triple booking, which sounds stupid, but now you understand how the tactic works. The more there are, the less room there is for any difficult conversation to happen or any mistakes to be made. You couldn't pull this off at the cinema. You couldn't pull this off at the restaurant, but next time you're going to a
You could put it off at a restaurant, but
club and taking a date, invite more girls. Double book yourself.
cinema, no, because you only have 2 chairs next to you. You know.
unless it's in right in front of you.
Nah, technically. Oh wait, technically you can have one sitting on your lap, one on your right, one on your left. 3. That's a triple.
Two
book.
on your lap.
Triple book.
2 on your lap.
Now you can't see the movie.
You don't need to see the movie. The movie's in front of you.
Try it out. and then message me on Instagram and tell me, Tristan, thank you, because it fucking works.
Now your legs gonna go numb. It's not worth it.
So
It is
you
worth
know,
it, right?
when I go to clubs and when I go to
No,
bars,
worth
I'm
it.
usually double booked or triple booked. My table has lots of women on it. Now I'm going to talk to you about club game, how I run game inside of the club. Now, of course, I'm spending some money. I have some bottles of vodka, some bottles of champagne. Depending on what your budget is, as long as you have enough alcohol to get everyone at the table drunk and partying, that's enough. You don't
Because he loves women that like to drink and stuff, you know? Like that's his vibe. But it's much you have to kind of find a different way nowadays because not everybody likes to drink. And if you want a bitch that drinks, then go do what his tactics, you know? But for the guys that the non-drinkers, like our audience, that the non-drinkers,
Exactly.
you're gonna have to find a different tactic.
Yeah.
And that's where like party games and restaurant vibes, like that's where like you kind of have to like build up that vibe.
need to be a millionaire to pull off this double booking technique. Any club, any bar, restaurant that has a party atmosphere, you can do that.
Or on a fucking yacht, you know? Like if you invite a girl on a yacht, she's going, bro.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, as I
She ain't
said,
saying no.
if you want to be elite, you have to make the effort. I can't go out there with 3 or 4 women and a girlfriend and think, you know what? Wow, this is wonderful. I can have any of these girls I choose. This is great. That's enough. It's never enough. So when you're in that position, the winning position, you're the man in the club with the women.
I want you guys to understand that, like, if you really finance Max, right? And you had enough money to get a yacht or a private jet or something, right? Not only will you be able to get women, like a friend, a girl, whatever, onto your private jet or your yacht or whatever, right?
Right.
But now she's gonna post that shit on her Instagram that she's on a fucking private jet.
So it's just that word
And
of
then
mouth.
now every other girl sees that. She's like, wait, how did this girl get on a private jet? We're the same level.
The building that
How
curiosity.
is she on a private jet? I'm not.
Now,
and then
now she's getting jealous.
Now she's gonna get jealous. Now she's like, oh my God, wait, now I want to get on that jet too. How do I get on that jet too? I want to be a part of that community, you know? I don't want to live my life with all fucking like this bogus ass, boring ass life, you know?
Yeah.
I want to go live whatever she's living. Cause how is she on a private jet when we had the same come up? So then now she's gonna go do her deep research. And then she's gonna find out that you own the fucking private jet. You own the fucking yacht. Now she might DM you or try to go through that friend to try to get onto your yacht or your private jet, okay? So first off, focus on finance maxing. That's it.
Build that garden.
How do you capitalize on it to meet more?
After that, it's just exponential curve, okay? Because then now her friend's on. She's gonna take a picture of the private jet,
And
then
more friends comes
more
on,
friends
you know?
come on, and then more friends post, and then more friends come on, and eventually you have a plethora of fucking pussy, bitch. And it all started with one fucking girl, and it could be like the ugliest bitch too.
Women, this is when you do your approaches, gentlemen. You're the guy, you're dressed nicely, you're looking your best, you're surrounded by women, you're on the table, you're drinking your champagne. If you think that other women in the club don't notice this, you are wrong. You need to expand your horizons. You don't just look at your table and what you have there. Look further, look deeper into the crowd. Look at the bar. Who are the 2 girls standing on the bar? They're looking at you. Of course they are. You're the guy with all the girls in the club. Now, they're looking at you. Who in their right mind, if they were with their girlfriends and on dates, would walk over and approach the 2 girls at the bar? Surely nobody. That's why you do it. You walk over to the girls and say, hey girls, hey, I saw you, you look familiar. Have I met you before? Oh, no, maybe you just have one of those faces. No, I'll tell you what, no, me and my friends were having a drink. Don't stand over here by the bar, slaying all these dorks trying to talk to you. Come over with me. Come have a drink.
By the way, this is strategizing for men, okay? So women, like, we're not hating on you. I love fucking women, okay? If
He loves women.
If anything, I love them too much, okay? Like, I want a billion wives if possible, okay? I love women too much. But for the men out there that wanna step up, level up, this is what you need to know.
Could be. Let's go. Maybe it's a yes, maybe it's a no. But you have to make your approaches. It doesn't matter what crowd you're in. They may say yes. They come over. They'll introduce themselves to the other girls. They won't say, oh, are you on a date with Tristan? Are you not? They are blinded by how fun the party situation is. And you've added 2 more to your triple booked girlfriend date situation. That is club game. Also, as I said, if you're out with women from a certain city, their friends come over.
But the club is so different nowadays too.
What do you mean?
Because club back then, right? Like you could go to a club and you could actually dance and have a good time, right?
Wait, can you do that now though?
Nowadays, no one is dancing at a club.
Why?
Unless you're like a content creator. Shout out, old boys. Unless you're a content creator, you're actually gonna like go out and dance because you're doing it for content, right? But 90% of people going to clubs are not fucking dancing. They're just sitting there talking, standing, and just like listening to the music, you know, catching the vibe. But they're not really doing anything other than fucking standing and talking and shit, you know?
Are they not dancing because the music is trash, or they're just nervous and shy?
I think it's not about. It's more of like they're afraid to be judged, you know?
So
Like, when you're
people
going-
care about the image
They're
more than.
dude, humans are so stupid sometimes. It's like you're going to a fucking club to have a good time, but then when you go to the club, you're just standing there the whole time. Like, what the fuck? How is that a good time? At that point, you just might as well stay home and fucking like
listen to music.
like listen to music, or like watch people online. You know, like, what's the point of going to a club for? It makes no difference. The only difference is like you're going there, and then maybe there's one random dude that's fucking dancing, okay? And then maybe you get in on that action, you know? But 90% of the time, bro, no one is doing shit. If you're talking about like an EDM concert, yes, now people are dancing, okay? But you're talking about a club, bro, clubs, no one is dancing. It's only like the random black dudes that be dancing randomly sometimes.
And they're good too.
Yeah,
They're fucking amazing.
Fun. They're fun.
They're fun to hang out with.
Fun. But 90% of the people are just like, they're just
on their
standing
phone,
around,
staring,
on their phone, talking to their friends, sitting down.
Like, what are you doing?
Bro, is
You
this
pay like $100 just to get in?
is this a fucking sit down
sometimes
restaurant?
free.
What the fuck are we doing here? Aren't we here to have fun?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're talking about like the dance places, like there are places specifically made for dancing. Like there's like this one in Dallas. What's that one where you like the rodeo one or something?
I forgot. It was like,
Like
red something.
Red River. They actually do dancing there.
They make you dance.
They have a dance thing, like hall circle,
Yeah.
where you can dance and like go in a circle basically. So that's meant for dancing. But like 90% of other clubs, no one is fucking
They're just
dancing.
standing still.
It's either that or they're jumping to the music. That's about it.
That's the most NPC shit I've seen, bro.
NPC.
When they come over, they're like magnets. The more of them congregate in one area, the more flow in. Make your approaches in. Talk to their friends. Introduce yourself. Tell them your name, if nothing else. Oh, hey, no, hi, my name is Tristan. Really nice to meet you. Would you like a drink? Cool, have whatever you like. Bye. You'd be
See, he's already leading with the treat. You see? He's not just saying, hi, my name is Tristan, and then that cuts it off. He's saying, hi, my name is Tristan. Here's a treat. And then he trains that dopamine cycle, just like he trains a fucking dog. So now after they drink the champagne, they're like, they feel that wispy feeling of alcohol, and they tie it to meeting this guy, Tristan Tate. Simple strategy, guys. Break it down.
surprised. You do that with every single girl a few times a year, you're going to get an Instagram follow the very next day. Oh, hi, it's Cynthia. No, hi, Tristan. Yeah, we met in the club. It's that simple. You need to run game on top of game. There's no universe where you try to get 10 women and you get all 10. To get as many women as me, you have to try.
Be good to women. That's it, guys. Not that hard. Be good to women.
With hundreds. You have to make yourself available and out there for hundreds of women to know and hundreds of women to see. So when you're in the club,
Don't be simping, okay? Because we know some guys
Some
love
guys to simp,
that
bro.
love to simp.
It doesn't work.
And it really doesn't
It
work.
really doesn't work,
It
guys.
really doesn't work.
you can get into the minds of 50, you can have 15 or 20 women thinking about you, and you can get 6 or 7 of their details on top of your own situation which you're already running. That is why nerds who do day game are never elite level playboys. I do not approach women all day long. I've built a beautiful life and put myself in a wonderful situation where my situation attracts the women. They come to me for me then to attack. I'm a trapper, I'm not a hunter. That's the way to do it.
I'm a
And
trapper, I'm not a hunter. That's him. That's him. Let's break that down. He said, I'm not a trapper.
No, I'm a
hunter.
No, I'm a trapper. No, I'm not a hunter.
I'm a
Bro,
trapper. I'm not,
flipped.
I'm a trapper. I'm not a hunter. It's like guys, we're bred to hunt. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about just like hunting for food. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm talking about doing the approaching. Men are the approachers, the hunters. You have to go hunt for the girl, right?
Yep.
But a smart man sets up the trap.
And
So
the
he
girl
don't
just
gotta
walks
hunt.
in. The girl just walks into it.
He set up the trap and he just lets the girl just walk into the trap. Bam. My shit now.
that's why I have so many women. But yeah, club game. Don't just look
That's pimp. It's just that phrase itself. That's pimp.
at what's on your table. Maybe your girlfriend will break up with
Not
you
a
tomorrow,
hunter, I'm a
and
trapper,
none of
guy.
those 4 girls will want to fuck. Maybe they just wanted to drink some champagne. Maybe they don't like it maybe they don't like you. They just wanted to hang out at the club. Cool, what are you gonna do then? Go home and jerk off? No. No, you're gonna talk. You're gonna get one of the girls who went and approached the bar.
I feel like I gotta write that down. That's pimp, guys. Write that down. Everybody,
that's a quote of the
grab
day
your
right there.
fucking notebooks out and write that shit down, okay?
Quote of the
That's the
day.
only way you remember shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Write shit down. Write shit down. Write it right now, okay? Write it down. Everybody in the chat, write that shit down. Be the trapper, not the hunter. That's pimp right there. That's pimp 101.
That's a bar.
Always be thinking on how to capitalize your situation and add more women to the harem. That's the end of module 1.
Harem.
How to meet women.
Harem, yeah.
If you apply all these things the way that I've taught you, you should meet women and be ready for the next stage, which is dating. Module 2.
Module 2? Where's Module 2?
Now, everything he said so far is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's still not really leaning into the like
The pimp.
the
max
truest pimp.
Yeah, like
The Chad level pimp.
He ain't pimp maxing.
Yeah, he ain't pimp maxing. Because if he was a true pimp maxing, he would be with every bitch at one time, all at once. You know,
And he wouldn't care.
like talk about triple dating. How about triple sum, bitch? Like
Mhm.
what? That's what you should be focused on. That's what you should be doing every fucking day. Okay, not just fucking once in a while. Okay, because he has his girlfriend split. You know, and then that's why he coined the term triple dating or whatever, triple booking.
Exactly.
Right? But technically, you should be triple fucking.
Three sums.
Three sums back to back. Come on, Tristan.